Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can use my stick and stitch templates to add a touch of spring to fabrics and clothing. I picked up these lovely napkins a few days ago and decided they would look really cool with something embroidered on them. So I've printed off my spring stick and stitch templates, which you can find over in my Etsy shop. These are the templates included, so we've got some nice Easter themes going on, and I've printed these out onto a piece of water soluble stabiliser which has a sticky back, so you can stick it to your fabric and it will stay in place. I'm thinking a little Easter egg in some pastel colours would look pretty on this placemat, so I've cut one out ready and I'm going to attach it to the fabric. So I'm just going to peel off the back. There we go, it's coming off nice and smoothly, and I'm just going to stick it down onto the fabric where I want to stitch the Easter egg. Giving it a smooth over just to make sure there's no wrinkles. Here we go, so now we're ready to start stitching. I'm going to start by stitching that outline of the Easter egg. So I've chosen a lovely turquoise thread and I'm going to stitch that outline first in back stitch, but then I'm going to whip through another piece of thread to turn it into whipped back stitch. This will keep the curves of the outline really nice and smooth. Now the great thing about these templates is you can experiment with different stitches and different colours and have some fun with them. Here we go, so now I've finished the outline, I'm going to add in some of the detail. So I'm sticking with the pastel colour palette and I'm going to stitch these lines here in backstitch using a yellow thread, which contrasts with the purple really nicely. So I'm just following the lines here, keeping my stitches nice and tidy, and I'm using 4 strands of thread here for a nice neat finish. Now I'm going to add some French knots with a lovely pink thread. I'm keeping them quite small, so I'm wrapping the thread only once around the needle. So just pushing that needle through, pulling the thread all the way through to form the knot. I'm just going to stitch a French knot on each of the little circles on the template. Here is my finished Easter egg, so now it's time to dissolve the stabiliser in some water. So I've got a bowl of water here and I'm just going to place the stitching into the water, let the stabiliser dissolve and then simply leave the napkin to dry. And here is my finished stitching. It's looking really cute. Stick and stitch templates are such an easy way to add a little touch of spring. Will you be giving these a go? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Happy stitching.